Hello everyone, welcome back to Crossword. Today is Wednesday, April 2nd. Let's get started with instrument depicted in Manet's Young Flautist. Not a flute, I guess. Is it an oboe? That's a kind of windy instrument, maybe? Fangorn Forest Denizen. That must be where the Ents or the Elves live. I don't know which. Certainly it's from Tolkien. Soft mattress topper. I don't know. Brew that generally has a higher than usual alcohol content. Don't know. With 44 down, go out with a bang, or a hint to several things. Okay, I don't know. Threat to a king, maybe. Are they talking about chess? Like a rook or a pawn could threaten a king? Or mate is a threat? You can be, like, mate itself is worse than a threat. It's game over. But you can also be threatened with mate. Get a closer shot, like zoom in. I don't know. Tennis is... Okay, Andre Agassi, that's what I know. Try to win. You woo someone if you try to win them, and it is a pawn. Join up with at church. This makes me think of, like, what would, like, how would the Bible talk about people joining up? That could be a way you would say join up with while at church. But I don't know. Something that's often clicked. Who knows? Scout Camp Craft. They make a canoe. Kerchak Arkala and Tarzan. Are those apes, maybe? Sweet. I don't know. Could be nice. But if this is elf or ent, it's not. Let's guess ent, because T is a more plausible way to end sweet than F, I guess. Frame, apron, molding, etc. I don't know. Get a closer shot, pan in, I guess? Can you say that? I thought, like... I don't really know the words for camera movements. I thought dollying involved was like when you would dolly in. I don't know. Right? Because isn't... I don't totally know what the difference is between pan and scan. I know obviously like zoom is like make stuff bigger. But zoom I think is from like a fixed viewpoint, enlarging stuff from that viewpoint. Whereas if you move the camera towards the subject, you're not making stuff bigger and focusing on a smaller area. You're just getting closer to it. And I didn't think they called that panning in. I thought that was called a dolly. Am I wrong? Maybe. Word that can mean both hello and goodbye. Ciao. Licks, say? I don't know. Are these window dressing or something? Window something? Wetland creature? A newt? So how is this related to these other things? Go out with a bang. Maker of the world's largest quantum computer? IBM? Put on TV again. Re-air. Tulsi Gabbard. Well, is he Hindu? I really don't know who Tulsi Gabbard is. It's just the only Gabbard I've ever heard of is Tulsi. And that person, I think, is in Congress. Maybe? Maybe they're a Fox News anchor? I really don't know. No, they're an actual politician. Well, they're in politics anyway. Like some photos of yesteryear. Sepia toned. Pan's partner. Pots are partners of Pan's. trick-taking card game. We'll say bridge, although it could be whist. Licks, yeah, wets. Whist is an ancestor of... Oh, whist is too short. Hearts, or spades. These are both trick-taking card games that end with S. Lab, course participant, a rat. Okay, hearts. Go out with a bang. Oblish. Vanish? I don't think so. Something beer. Soft mattress topper. Something pad? Like a mattress pad is a thing that exists. I don't know specifically what a foam pad? So maybe this isn't Tolkien? I think it is, though. Something's haven't clicked. I don't know. Sweet. I don't actually know any of this stuff. Instrument. I mean, foam could be wrong. IBM is looking fairly good. Well, maybe understanding the theme will help me finish this. Could it be vanish? It's all I can think of. Ends with ISH. To go out with a bang. Vanish in a puff of smoke or something, right? I don't know. Sensei's school. A dojo. Clairvoyant. Like omniscient or... Didn't stick around, say, left? Rap star who called himself Machiavelli. Tupac fits there? Dark wizard. What? Huh, I don't know. Romans, e.g. Apostle fits here, and like Romans is the name of some part of the Bible? Was that actually an apostle? I didn't know that. Transferred at death. Inherited, bestowed. Join up with at church. Window tune, window drawn. Clairvoyant, an oracle. Ends ISED. Transfer to death. Demised? Nobody says that, do they? I don't think so. A warlock. There we go. Collected Hot Wheels. You carjacked to get those Hot Wheels. Didn't stick around if you ran. Okay, so does this... Windowtron? Windowtrope? Windowtron? I don't know. Huh. Join up with a church. Oh, it's wed. Epistle? Window trim? Demise? That means transfer to death? I've never heard of that I can think of. Nutritional figure, the recommended daily allowance, an IRA of Flatow? I don't listen to Science Friday. I mean, I've heard it once or twice in my life, but I'm not a regular listener. Sweet could be neat, and that helps with this being vanish, I guess. Then this could be end. What is this instrument? Instrument. I think it's often clicked. Well, if this were vanish, which it kind of like vape, I don't know about this. Rocket raccoon, spelled with 2 C's? Yeah, I always have trouble spelling raccoon. Means of fiscal savings. An investment. I don't know. New Deal program in which workers planted more than 3.5 billion trees. Clean Carbon Act. I don't know. Prefix acupuncture. Bunk. Something that's bunk is rot. It's false. I have no real belief this A is right. Issuance from a government agency. I don't know. On a top? Window trim. Huh. Blank hang time. Arcade classic? NBA hang time probably exists. Parmesan shelf mate. Romano is another kind of... Is that another kind of cheese? I'm not sure. Government agency. I don't know. Controller. A gamer controls a controller. Start a long-distance call in bygone days. You would dial 1 for a long-distance call? I think that's better than my cheese guess. The old get out. Asiago. Government agencies issue regulations. The old get out's still looking good, even though it's obviously wrong. Cleans vigorously. Can we fit scrubs? We can. You ream someone out if you chew them out. Although I would just say you ream... No, yeah, I guess ream out. I don't know. Ream out versus ream? I'm not sure. What the glass slipper was on Cinderella's foot. Pumpkin something, maybe. I don't know. Condé Nast Women's Magazine. I don't know. Ads as a secondary recipient. CCs. Scours instead of scrubs, and then we can put not. Goofball. I don't know. Huffington of the Huffington Post. Ariana. Are 2 N's? Condé Nast Women's Magazine. I still don't know. Glass slipper. I don't know. Sits on one's hands. Idles. Seethes. Teams? Something seethes with something if it teams with it. Groovy. Something groovy is far out. Armchair athlete, e.g. I don't know. Knighted, one-named rock star. I don't know. Airsoft gun ammo. BBs? Sure. I was having trouble. I didn't fill it in right away because I was like, BB is only 2 letters. And I said BBs, like, thinking they were asking about one piece of ammo and not the ammo in general. And I was like, but I can't write BB. But yes, I could write 2 of them. Is it Bono? Is that real? I don't know about that. Oh, this is a buffoon, actually. Goofball. Beethoven's birthplace. I feel like I should know this. What's the catch? A snap? Is that a catch? Like in a fastener? Maybe. With 44 down, vanish. I don't know. A perfect fit. Stroke? Bonk? Snide? No. I don't think Bono is right. Everything else fits, though. I mean, I might be wrong on how to spell Ariana, but I think it has to start R-A-R-I-A, and then, like, how else are you going to spell it that fits in this shape? Approximate weight of the Liberty Bell. A ton, I guess. Ring or sink? Nope, that says rink. Are these an arena? Maybe. I don't like it. Pronto is stat, or I guess that's what it is. Arena fits. Packed house letters, standing room only. Okay. Skating ring or boxing ring, I guess. No, why did I say skating ring? They have skating rinks. They don't have skating rings. You broke bread if you ate. Newsman Chuck. Isn't it like Chuck Torre or something? Receded. Well, this looks like ebbs. Ebbed, rather. Like some tables and trips. Round. Chuck Todd, or Todd Chuck, I don't know. Oregon oversees the World Cup, FIFA. A sports buff is an armchair athlete. Self? Seethes and boils, sure. Oh, this looks like budget cut. Fiscal saving, yeah. Barista is a groundskeeper. Used pot if you took a hit. CCC, whatever that is. So this is a hint to window trim, sepia toned, car jacked. Okay, so the last word is like a description of someone physically fit. Trim, toned, jacked, cut, fit, and buff. So you go out with a bang if you finish strong, and snap is wrong. Oh, catch is a snag. Yes, that's good. So it is Bono and Bon. Fife? Does that exist? Something's often clicked. An iron. Doesn't make sense. An icon clicked on like a Windows desktop. Sure. Ice beer. I don't know what the hell a fife is. I don't know what ice beer is, but okay. Source of monopoly money, the bank. Pizzeria fixtures. Tables. Ovens. Whack on the head is bop. With 8 across, magical substance that enables flight in Peter Pan. Nope, fairy dust. Keep it down. Shh. Potato-filled pastry. I don't know. Connection point. Fervent is arid. Avid, I mean. Why is it, how is this not pixie dust, I guess? I didn't know that. Knish. Bop. Ovens. Yes, okay. Huh. I learned, I don't know, sometime in the last year or so, that the original printings of Peter Pan, which I think it was like a storybook first before it was like a play and a movie and all these other things. It still is a storybook. I don't mean to say that doesn't exist. I just mean that was the original thing. The first printings of it didn't include fairy dust at all. It was added in later editions because kids who read or were read the story, the story talks about being able to fly if you just believe, and kids were jumping off roofs and believing they could fly. And so the author added pixie dust as a necessary component to flight so that kids wouldn't try to fly because they didn't have the pixie dust, and so they would know it wouldn't work. What? Spelling bee? No. Wordle. Try Knish. Terrible starting word, but whatever. That's what happens when you try for variety, as I do. How about pulse? Pretty good for terrible letters. Nurse? Purse, durse, gurse, burse, merce, curse. And connections. Fancy reading. Robin and lark are birds? A lark and a whim and a fancy and an impulse are, sudden urges to do something with no particular purpose necessarily. Like, kind, type, where's ilk? It's got to be here somewhere. No, sort. Those are an ilk. Maybe ilk is the category definition. There are Williams here. Venus Williams, Robin Williams, Tennessee Williams. Hank Williams, maybe? I don't know. I'll just submit all this and... Caprice, really? What? Type, like, sort, kind. It is ilk. Robin, Venus, Tennessee, Hank. So what is this group? This one, herb and herb, have different pronunciations. Reading and Reading, like in England, Reading is a place, right? But, and this is nice and niece, but job doesn't fit. Job? Okay, sure. So these are... I don't know exactly, but they have multiple pronunciations. That's part of it somehow. Words pronounced differently as proper nouns. Sure. Okay, that's today's puzzles. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.